from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, June 1st, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. The filming of the television show Cops in Hazleton is sparking attention between the community and elected officials. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
Hazleton City Council met last night to discuss the Cops TV show filming in Hazleton. The meeting was intended to let the citizens voice their opinions. Council had no idea the show was coming until last week. Many do not think the show will shed a positive light on the city.
It was kind of like, why? We're a small town. We know we have problems here. We know we have drugs and crime and gangs, but do we need to highlight it? And as far as the cop show goes, they highlight all the bad, so it's all negativity. The cops might do a great job, and you're showing the cops doing a great job, but that's not going to stop anybody from coming into this town. They're not going to say, wow, look at that. What's going to stop them is finding out from the people that they're arresting that the cops are doing a good job.
Even though the show will not cost the city any money, council member Dave Sosar does not believe it's a full-fledged contract.
It's a 3-page written document. It doesn't seem to appear to me to actually be a full-fledged contract. Now, you're a little wary about talking too much about this because some things will obviously have to go into executive session when you're talking about contracts and all that.
About 20 concerned citizens attended the meeting, and only one person was for the show filming in Hazleton.
As you saw here tonight, there are a lot of people who have strong opinions, and most of them, I think, save one that spoke tonight, were opposed to this. So I think it's something that the mayor and Mr. Spiziel needs to take into consideration, and we've got to look at this a lot further yet.
One of the questions related to the insurance is what happens if there's a high-speed chase.
They are doing normal tasks in their line of duty, but as soon as you throw a light on, Lord knows what could happen. How does the perpetrator of whatever is going on react maybe differently? What's going to happen? What happens if somebody's chasing somebody? And that was one of the reasons why I asked about the insurance.
City Council President Jack Mundy was disappointed the mayor did not show up for the meeting and is hoping he will reconsider filming.
I wish the mayor would have attended to answer some of our questions and concerns from the residents. I think overwhelmingly there were people here who are against the filming of the show. Hopefully, the mayor will hear their concerns and maybe change his mind.
In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. A break-in at the Altamont building on the corner of West Broad and Church Streets in Hazleton could have ended in disaster after thieves came in to steal copper pipes. Deputy Fire Chief Sean Jones said firefighters suspect that they were searching for a copper pipe, but instead cut a 12-foot section of a natural gas pipe from the basement ceiling, causing the building to fill with gas. The owners of the Broad Street Deli arrived at work a little past 7 in the morning and were overpowered by the smell of gas and immediately called UGI.
The monitoring that he done in the building, they came up with 22 on the lower explosive limit, which is very high. He said it could have potentially wiped the whole building out if it would have reached an ignition source. They shut the meter down. We ventilated the building, approximately 2 hours of ventilation time to get the gas out of the building to a safe level.
Jones said enough gas was built up inside the building to cause an explosion. The businesses were allowed to reopen around 10 a.m. The gas will remain disconnected until the necessary repairs are made. Yesterday around midnight, 2 females dishonored American patriotism, and police need your help in finding those involved. The pair tore down American flag decorative banners from a porch on West Cranberry Avenue in West Hazelton and stole American flag decorations from a planter box adjacent to the porch. Anyone with information on the identity of these females can contact West Hazelton Police at 570-455-3733 or dial 911. All calls will remain confidential. 2 local teachers were charged for failing to report a sexual assault of a juvenile. 54-year-old Pam Bromley of Hazel Township, seen here in this video shot in 2012, and 53-year-old Myrene Magnabro of Hazelton were arraigned by Magisterial District Judge James Dixon yesterday. Bromley, who is a Hazelton area high school teacher, and Magnabro, who is a Penn State professor, failed to report the suspected child abuse allegation after they heard a student in a videotaped speech talk about the assault back in November. Authorities learned of the incident in December after another teacher questioned the student about her demeanor. Due to their teaching positions, both Bromley and Magnabo are mandated to report any suspected abuse to law enforcement. They were released yesterday on $2,500 unsecured bail each. Just before 11 o'clock this morning, 2 5-year-old girls were struck by a vehicle in the 100 block of North Railroad Street in Tamaqua. Police say the 2 girls were traveling across the street with an adult. 2 medical helicopters were set up at landing zone at the Tamaqua Area Middle School to transport them to a local trauma center. The vehicle that struck them did stop at the scene immediately after the accident occurred. No word on their conditions this evening. Police are continuing to investigate. Wilkes-Barre teachers are willing to open the contract and discuss concessions. They want to head off the potential cuts the school board has made in the district's preliminary budget. Jeff Nye, president of the Wilkes-Barre Area Education Association, the teachers union local, confirmed the union is willing to talk about concessions to try to prevent the elimination of the STEM, arts, and music programs, as well as the layoffs of 37 teachers. Nye said, however, that the local as a whole would have to approve any changes in the contract. The cuts made by the board eliminated about $4 million from the budget. They sparked student protests last week. However, they've also generated considerable public support from many who feel the alternative is a big property tax hike. A man charged with witness intimidation in a Hazelton murder will come up with an alibi. 27-year-old Ramon Cruz Maldonado is charged with 2 counts of witness intimidation and 1 count of hindering apprehension in the investigation into the June 11th fatal shooting of 33-year-old Jorge Marrero. Maldonado was arrested after he allegedly flashed a shotgun at a witness. Now his attorney, Joanna Bryan Smith, says Maldonado will testify that he was at his family's home with his mother at the time of the intimidation. And she says his mother, Malga Maldonado, will back up that claim. 27-year-old Rafael Mora Polanco is accused of the Marrero murder, which happened at 4th and Alter Street. Cruz Maldonado remains in county prison. A new report from the coroner's office shows fatal drug overdoses have hit record levels in Luzerne County. There were 95 of them last year. That's way up from the previous record of 78 set in 2013. That same report says drug overdoses were the leading killer of county residents after the 1,057 deaths from natural causes. Heroin was involved in about half of those fatalities last year. Coroner Bill Listman said recently that 10 residents have died this year from heroin mixed with a new synthetic substance, which is significantly more powerful than heroin. Officials say drugs laced with forms of fentanyl are passing through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and New York. Gold medal products have been recalled by Giant and Martin food stores. The products were pulled from the shelves due to a potential link to an outbreak of E. coli. The products and information that are being recalled are up on your screen now. Although most strains of E. coli are harmless, others can make you extremely sick. E. coli is a potentially deadly bacterium that can cause dehydration and compromise immune systems. Customers who have purchased any of these products are asked to discard any unused portions and can bring their purchase receipt to any Giant or Martin's for a full refund. For more information, you can call customer service at 1-888-814-4268 or visit the company's website. Time now for a first look at our forecast. Another near 80-degree day today in northeastern Pennsylvania, but what can we expect in the coming days? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all the details. Joe?
Yeah, it definitely was a beautiful day to be outdoors today, and we've been having a pretty good streak in terms of weather and temperatures over the last couple of days. Now, we've had some showers and storms in the past. We do got some more showers and thunderstorms to talk about in the 7-day forecast. Find out when they're going to get here coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, the Department of Justice met with members of the Dominican House in Hazleton to address issues with the Hispanic community. WYLN was there and has all the details. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, weather with meteorologist Joe Garbacik, and sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
You deserve to look your best.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
The Dominican House of Hazleton invited the Department of Justice to a meeting today addressing issues within the Hispanic community. WYLN News intern Maria Sinti has more on what happened at this morning's meeting.
Having my family back together.
That's what Hazleton resident Ingrid Martinez says she wants more than anything. She says her children have been separated in the foster care system for the past 2 years, and she's fighting with children and youth to bring her family back home.
I have no words because they separated my family. It's not an easy part.
Dominican House staff members, Department of Justice representatives, and community members gathered at the Dominican House of Hazleton today to address issues within the Hispanic community like this. The Dominican House is one of the only Hispanic organizations of this type in the Hazleton region. Now, with the recent surge in the Hispanic population and the growing number of problems the staff members here say are going on, they decided to hold a meeting here today.
Meeting is
Dominican House President Victor Perez says the organization reached out to the Department of Justice because local authorities have ignored their requests to discuss issues within the Hispanic community.
We know that we receive a lot of negative impression from local authorities, but we have to keep going. We have to send the message that we have to work together. Whatever they think, we don't care. We have to keep going, and we have to request that they have to respect the law, they have to respect the Constitution, and this is equality for everybody.
Perez says his goal is to capture the local authorities' attention and provide the Hispanic community with the respect they deserve.
That the community, the entire community understand that we are just looking for respect, we are just looking for the opportunity to work together, but we need that the local authority understand that we are part of this community. We are not separate. So this is the United States of America, and we have to work united.
Department of Justice representatives and community members spoke out at today's meeting about major problems within the Hispanic community and measures that will be taken to address the issues. In Hazleton, for WYLN News, I'm Maria Sinti.
Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
The LSC Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton presents A Musical Salute to All Who Serve on Saturday, June 11th. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. The show will be narrated by Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summit Outdoors. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m.
Time to bring the action in Pocono. Fire them up. Here we go. No attack, no chance. Watch the madness of this. Oh, it's final. Look at that.
There's something going on over there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We earned this one. Off the day. Pocono sweep, buddy.
Well, definitely a beautiful day once again across northeastern and central Pennsylvania. We have the sunshine mixed with some clouds outside. Again, it's been rain-free today. Now, we've dealt with some showers and thunderstorms over the last couple of days here and there, and we've been dealing with those warm temperatures. Actually, the temperatures have been above where we should be for this time of year. We're still officially in spring, but it's feeling more like it's summer across our area. But now when you walk outside, it feels a little bit more comfortable. We did have those humidity levels on the high side over the past few days, and especially this past weekend, but those levels a little bit lower now. Even we have a little bit of a breeze blowing currently. All right, let's take a look and see where we're at in terms of weather statistics. On the board, we're at 79 degrees. So again, it is pretty nice this time of year, kind of getting a taste of summer weather versus where we're at in spring. It's not until the third week of June that we officially start summer, so we're not quite there yet. We're still in spring, but tell you what, can't get better weather for this time of year. Pressure coming in at 30.14 inches of mercury, and there you see the winds about 5 to as much as 10 miles per hour from time to time. Where did we go temperature-wise for the day? Well, we did get up to 80 degrees, so it was a nice day, getting down into the lower 60s. That was early this morning. And as usual in higher elevations, we get those wind gusts from time to time, and this time we came in with 17 miles per hour, a little bit after 10 throughout the state of Pennsylvania. It continues to be very warm no matter where you go. A mix of sun and clouds, 87 in Williamsport, as well as Selinsgrove, 88 in Harrisburg, 83 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 84 in State College, 83 in Bradford. A little bit cooler, but still nice and eerie, where it's coming in with 76 degrees. And again, the winds, really not much of a factor out there, 5 to 10 miles per hour, a little bit of a breeze out there. It does make it feel pretty good when you walk outside. Extended forecast looking like this, and what we can expect over the next couple of days. Going into tomorrow, we're going to have to deal with some unsettled weather over the next couple of days. But we have one more nice day in store for us. That will be tomorrow for our Thursday. 74 degrees, and then some showers come into play as we go into our Friday, but we'll still be in the mid to upper 70s. Saturday looking dry at this point in time, and then Sunday and Monday some more showers, possibility of a thunderstorm or two around, a little bit cooler in the lower 70s, and then once that system clears out, we start to dry out once again as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Notice temperatures generally in the upper 60s, a little bit cooler, but still feeling comfortable out there. And there you can see some of those overnight lows, for the most part, dropping down into the 50s. So despite the warmth throughout the day, the nights still pretty nice across our area. Stick around, we'll have a lot more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, and outside grill and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the stars of tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Call WYLN 35 for this special promotion for Father's Day. Call 570-459-1869 between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Hit 1 for WYLN and extension 1110 for Pennies Classified. Register your dad's name and number and he may win one of our exciting gifts. No purchase necessary to register. Winners will be announced on the news on WYLN 35 on June 15th. Evening edition at 5:30 and late edition at 10 p.m. Good luck and happy Father's Day from Pennies Classified and WYLN.
Today, the Hazleton Rotary Club bid best wishes to Tom Hood, who is stepping down as the head of the school for MMI. With 29 days left as head of school for MMI Prep in Freeland, Thomas Hood was the speaker at today's Hazleton Rotary Club meeting to reflect on his time at MMI with the Rotary Club.
I joined Rotary, the Hazleton Rotary Club, in 2008, and so I've been a Rotarian for most of my time here in Hazleton. I love the camaraderie of the club, and I love the service aspect of it and the way we're able to help other people in the community.
Hood has been a member of the MMI faculty for the last 10 years and served as the head of school for the last 8. Every day he inspired faculty and staff to strive for excellence and encourage students to reach their full academic potential. Before his time at MMI, Hood served over 20 years in the United States Army and has degrees in mechanical engineering and aeronautical engineering. In January, he decided to accept a position as head of school at St. Agnes Academy and St. Dominic School in Memphis, Tennessee.
I've just completed my 10th year at MMI. It's been a great honor and an incredible joy for Mary Lee and I to work at MMI, and we're going to greatly miss both the school and the area. It's a unique opportunity to go out of Memphis, Tennessee, but we're going to certainly miss this area.
D. Scott Wiggins of New Hope will begin his reign as the new head of school for the 2016-17 school year. With today kicking off National CPR Week, the Lehigh Valley Health and Wellness Center in Hazleton is providing 2 free CPR classes for the community. Nurse Manager of Occupational Health Services, Laura Jones, says 350,000 cardiac arrests happen outside of the hospital every year.
7th is actual National CPR Week. So along with the American Heart Association, Lehigh Valley Health Network is concerned about the community providing CPR prior to hospital arrival. 350,000 cardiac arrests happen outside of the hospital, and 70% of those actually happen in homes. So that means you would be providing life-saving skills to someone you love.
The health center will be holding 2 classes, one in Hazleton and one in Mountaintop.
I would like to inform everyone of our hands-only CPR classes, which we are going to offer. We are going to have those. The first one is actually, and they are free to the community. They are for ages 13 and up, and the first one is going to be on Friday, June the 10th at 5:30 p.m. right here at the Health and Wellness Center. They can call the Health and Wellness Center to actually sign up for the classes, and they are free for the community, usually lasting around an hour and a half at the most. And then the second one we are offering is actually going to be on June 22nd, and that is going to be at 6 p.m. And that is at our new Mountaintop Health Center, Lehigh Valley Health Network, which has just opened in March. And
if you plan on attending the class, please call the Health Center at 570-501-6600. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent the crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Today, Holy Redeemer softball not only aiming to defend their district title, but going for the chance to defend their state title as well. This afternoon, the District 2 AA softball championship. Views from the Kirby Park Hill. Lady Royals facing Mid-Valley. Lady Spartans get 2 in the first, top 3 now. The pitcher, Mia Pileski, helping her cause to the gap. Sam Reed all the way from first, tries for home, and she's in there. 3-0 Mid-Valley. Bottom of the inning, Pileski with some help on D, Danielle Jason. The pants dirty, but the catch is made. Bottom 5, Abby Shorts trying to move the runner over for Redeemer. Good bunt, but Kristen Coffey appears to be caught, gives third to go, and she beats the rundown. Next, it's an E6. Coffey crosses, and it's 3-1. Eventually, Holy Redeemer with a flair for the dramatic yet again, force extras, then rally in the bottom of the ninth for a 5-4 victory, winning the D2 2A title. D2 AAA softball just getting started. Highlights from Pittston versus Abington Heights later. The state playoffs also starting up in a few sports as well. First round of the boys volleyball state playoffs in AA. Holy Redeemer perennially in the Final Four, going up against Lancaster Mennonite. Nanticoke versus Cardinal O'Hara later, and the 3rd District 2 team, Crestwood, faces Northeastern. Wyoming Seminary competing in the opening round of the girls' Lax state playoffs versus Garnet Valley. Highlights from that later. And back to districts now. D11 AA baseball championship pits North Schuylkill versus Notre Dame Green Pond. We'll have plenty of highlights tonight on Late Edition Sports. And remember, you can always visit our Facebook page at WYLN Pressbox for extended clips. Yesterday, Kirby Park was also the host to the Quad A softball championship, with Hazleton taking on Williamsport for the 5th straight year in the title game. And for the 4th straight year, the Lady Cougars were victorious, giving their senior class the rare 4-peat.
Williamsport's a really great team, so it's just they got a lot of runners on base, so you got to keep it cool. You know, you have a team behind you that's going to make the plays, and you know they stepped up really big, and I'm really proud of my team and what they did behind me.
A lot of people said, like, well, you're losing a whole bunch of seniors that were starters, and we're going to be young, and we're not going to be as experienced. But these girls, they stuck right with it, and they definitely proved themselves that they could play with anybody.
Hazleton begins their quest for a state title next week. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacic is in with a final look at the forecast.
The LSC Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton presents A Musical Salute to All Who Serve on Saturday, June 11th. The show features the outstanding talent of the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, as well as featured soloists. The show will be narrated by Sergeant Eric Olson, host of the WYLN TV show Warrior Summit Outdoors. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. A Musical Salute to All Who Serve, Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m.
So the next couple of days looking like this. Tomorrow looks like another nice day across our area. It should be dry, and then some more showers come into play as we go into our Friday. Not looking bad though, temperature-wise, mid to upper 70s. Saturday at this point in time should stay dry. By Sunday and Monday we'll have some more showers and thunderstorms. And then once that system clears out, it starts to pave the way for some dry conditions, more refreshing conditions, some cooler conditions, and a mixture of clouds and sunshine conditions. You get what I'm saying?
That's a lot of conditions.
What condition are you in?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good. It's nice out. That's all that matters. And some big championship wins for kids around our area. And I know you said that North Schuylkill is to play Notre Dame, Green Pond.
Yeah, so
I feel like we're always, I know, but I feel like we always end up playing them, which is pretty cool. So it's like I swear, it's like
Last
a yearly
year they
tradition.
lost the district championship, so this year hoping for a little bit of revenge. And
yeah.
That's the case with a lot of these teams. Hazleton and Williamsport softball playing 5 straight years, so they're very familiar with each other.
Well, that's always That's always fun, though. Good rivalry right at the end of the year, especially for some of those seniors. 5 years in a row. Can't beat it, and we'll see what happens. So I'll be checking that Facebook page for some updates.
Lots of highlights.
Have a good night, everyone.